am Bongo Zozo. This is a video to help people learn Swahili. We're going to start right from the beginning and get right to the end in about 6 minutes. Okay, first of all, greetings, okay? People will say to you, Jambo. Jambo. It's definitely not Jambo. That's just tourists speak. Jambo, they say. No. This is what you say for hello.
You can use the word mambo, is a little bit more informal, and then you can use for several things. Are you speaking with a woman? You say mambo. Speak with a man with the mambo.
Mambo. You want to get
the tone is important.
So it's mambo, and the answer is
poa.
There it is. Mambo poa. Okay, very simple. When people say jambo to you, say wapi. Mambo poa. Okay, that's your greeting. That's as long as it's not to someone older than you. Now, older than you, there's many, many greetings here. I mean, and you don't want to be learning them all. You're coming on here on holiday. Why don't you learn good morning? Okay, good morning.
Habari za asubuhi.
Habari za asubuhi. In Tanzania, greeting is a very important part of the culture. It's not like in Europe. I don't know, in England we
It's like half an hour sometimes.
Yeah. You have to ask a whole bunch of questions about everybody, their family, their house, everything. Like in Europe, in England, okay, so this is Italian. In England, we say, all right, wish, that's it. What do you say in Italian?
We use ciao.
Ciao, okay, that's just one word, ciao. Okay, and we say, all right. Here, you say, how is the morning? How is the family? How is the house? How is the work? The children okay? How did you wake up this morning? There's a whole bunch of...
How is your temperature?
How is your temperature?
Haliako.
Okay, haliako, okay, yeah.
And then after half an hour, they ask you, how are you right now? Well, we've been together half an hour, you know already.
Habari asubuhi, yeah. Okay, so these are the top greetings. This is good morning, habari asubuhi. Okay, give another one.
Well, you mentioned like for the old people. For the old people, it's very important to use shikamo.
Okay.
So
shikamo,
the respect you have for them.
Shikamo is, but you have to use it to someone much older because it's quite difficult sometimes when, I don't like it when people say it to me too much because basically they're saying I'm an old man. And I don't mind a small child saying it. So if there's an old man, but actually I would stick with salam alaikum. Salam alaikum, I mean, it's a Swahili greeting and it's what you can say to an older person. But sometimes you're walking to see somebody and you're thinking, okay, let's work out their age compared to mine. And sometimes you say shikamo and they're younger than you and you think, what have I just done? I'd use salam alaikum.
But it's not only the age; it's even the way to show respect to a person.
But that's a good point. But so is salam alaikum respect, and salam alaikum is something that a lot of tourists know because it's the Arabic.
It's Arabic and it's on the coast. And
it's on
Zanzibar
the coast
for the Arabic culture.
Okay, so he prefers shikamo, but so you can either learn shikamo or salam alaikum. I use that salam alaikum, and the answer, of course, is alaikum salam. Okay. But anyway, then you can say habari ya nyumbani, okay, which means how is the house. You can say watoto hawajambo, which means how are the children okay. You said haliako, that's a very good greeting. Okay, let's move on to the next subject, which is making people laugh. If you want to learn Swahili, right, the difference is if me in Britain, if I'm trying to learn Italian, I come to Italy and I'm trying to learn Italian and I'm really struggling, you're not happy, you're not pleased with the fact that I'm trying to learn Italian. You just think, why haven't you learned Italian, or are you not Italian? Whereas in Swahili, if they see someone from outside trying to learn Swahili,
just laugh.
They will laugh and they will inspire you and they'll be so happy that you're trying to learn Swahili. And so try to get some funny words in there, and my go-to funny one was hamna noma. Okay, learn this, it means there's no problem. So all the tourists are going to say Hakuna Matata, okay? Say Hamna Noma. People think, where did he learn that from? He learned it from Bongo Zozo. Do you have some funny Swahili that you like to, your go-to funny Swahili?
Well, I like when I meet children, of course, they greet me like with shikamo, and you know that the answer is marahaba. I like to use marahage, and they start to laugh.
Marahage, that means beans.
Yeah, and they said,
that's a funny one.
This white person doesn't know Swahili, and they start to laugh, and you're getting caught up with them.
Once you get people laughing and smiling, you see, Tanzania, when you're coming to Tanzania, you've got to understand that Tanzanian people love noise, laughter, animation, color. So any kind of opportunity to smile. Tanzanians are very smiley people. So say hamna noma, you'll get this big grin. And then you can say, umecheka mpaka gego limetoka. That means you're smiling until I can see your molar, this tooth here. Umecheka, that means you have smiled. Mpaka, which means until. Gego limetoka, has shown. Umecheka mpaka gego limetoka. People will fall on the ground, and that will give you inspiration to talk more. Yeah, the thing about Tanzania you have to learn if you're coming to Tanzania is that Tanzanian people are
happy people. They like everything that can make you happy.
Noise, music, jumping around. They like
smiling, kidding each other.
Animated. You see this guy's, we've both been here for 18 years. Okay, and you can see he's very animated with his hands.
Well, as an Italian, I have to.
Right, that's why Italians are so liked here. Italians have a long and rich history in Tanzania because they're quite animated people. Yeah. Go out there and make people smile. You can go to Tanzania and say, let's be friends. Okay, tuwe marafiki. You couldn't do that in Europe. I've got friends.
They might be suspicious.
Yeah, they might be suspicious.
Might be suspicious.
Yeah. The idea of friendship is very, very open. It's very, very close to the surface here. People are always looking for friends here. Tuwe marafiki. Let's be friends. Don't be embarrassed to use that. And then, of course, when you see a nice lady, I mean, if someone you really like, you say, tuwe marafiki, let's be friends. That's a good chat-up line. That's a very reasonable. Say you like a lady and you want to chat her up, you know, you could actually say, nakupenda. Yani, nakupenda is very good Swahili. It means,
I love you. I
love
you.
you. It also means I like you. Yeah. Nakupenda, you can't go up to someone in Europe and say, I love you, right? That just wouldn't work. Actually, nothing works in Europe. I have no idea how to talk to European women. But here, you can say nakupenda. You can say nakupenda to a guy. You can say nakupenda to anyone. It means I like you, I love you. And it's interchangeable, and it's a very, very nice, it's used very commonly. But if somebody comes to you and they say to you nakupenda, the answer is unanipenda au unanitamani. That means, that's a good one, eh? That means, do you love me or do you desire me? I always hope the answer is the desiring one, actually. You know. Anyway, what about you? When you talk to a woman, do you have any tricks up your sleeves in Swahili?
I usually don't say nakupenda. You could say unapendeza. You are lovable.
Okay.
It's a little bit more.
Umependeza means you look very nice. You know, these Tanzanian women can spend like 12 hours in a hair salon getting their hair braids done. Yeah. And you say, look, I like your hair. Nywele zako, that means your hair. Nywele zako zimependeza. Pendeza is, it's from the word penda, love, but it's the causative, actually. The causative, it's causing to love, causing to look good. It means looks attractive. Umependeza, you look good. Okay. Nywele zako zinapendeza. Your hair looks good. Okay, so now we can talk about, okay, this is very important, Swahili. Explain what karibu chakula means and why it is important.
Well, I think karibu chakula is not literally is you are welcome to the food, which literally doesn't really mean it has a more comprehensive meaning, which is like you are welcome in anything you want. You're welcome to the country, you're welcome to the family, you're welcome to this table. Karibu sana. I mean,
karibu means welcome. You will hear that a lot. People will say karibu all the time. Karibu sana, which means you're very welcome. But yes, he's right. Chakula is food. You'll be walking down the street and you'll hear someone says karibu chakula. Yeah. And they're eating food and they're saying, eat with me. And they mean, come over, wash your hand, put it in and eat it. And do that because it's a great honor to them to have shared their food. And it's amazing. In countries where they have much less, they're much more willing to share.
That's
especially
right. It doesn't
food.
matter how much they have, to share is important.
Sharing food is a big thing. In Europe, when I go home and I'm eating my food with my friends say, they all talk to each other. You know, Nick puts his hand over and eats our food. I say, yeah.
Gosh, I've been in Tanzania too long. Because you're
taking other people's food. It's very, very normal in Africa to share food. And karibu chakula is welcome to food, come eat with me. That's what it means. Anyway, for tourists, okay, you can come to Zanzibar. Let's give some advice on the places to go. You can go to Zanzibar. We're staying here at Aluna Lodge here. It's a very chilled out place here with a swimming pool, and then it's just a a few meters to the sea, the beach as well, which is very different. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
What in Zanzibar? What kind of things do you like to do if you were a tourist? Even if you weren't a tourist.
If you want to relax, you can lie on the beach, and there are amazing beach. East side is more exposed to the ocean, so the reef. West side is a little bit more sandy. But you can even have amazing natural walk. Jozani Forest is a nice experience as well.
Yeah.
Then the Spice Tour is the Spice Island.
We went on a
Zanzibar is the Spice Island.
We went on a Spice Tour yesterday.
You would never imagine what cocoa is.
Yeah.
And you can see, you can touch, you can test.
They taste
and
it.
You can have a full experience.
Yeah. And of course Stone Town. I love that you're an architect.
Stone Town, yes, Stone Town.
The architecture in Stone Town.
The architecture is unique.
Yeah.
It's kind of unique and it's protected by UNESCO for that reason. It's unique. So if you're interested, go around.
And then of course
during the day and during the night.
Ooh, yeah.
During the night is very charming because it's quiet and you can appreciate all the beauty that is around.
Yeah, and of course you go to Forodhani where they have street food and it's busy and pumping and light, and of course it's very safe, especially Zanzibar.
Totally.
You walk around at night, no one's going to bother you. I find that the Islam here is very helpful. It's a very peaceful. I've always found a very peaceful religion, very peaceful people. I find it very, very safe here in Zambia, in Zanzibar. But of course, Mafia Island has those whale sharks. I've never gone.
I did. It's amazing, and I would suggest to everybody.
Really, you've swum with them?
Very interesting, and you know Tanzania. If you go to Mafia, it's a little bit more Tanzania. The land is a detached part from Tanzania. The people are more similar than Tanzania, if there is any difference with the Zanzibarian. And the whale shark, to swim with these 6 to 8 to 10 meters massive fish, it's incredible. It's incredible. I would suggest anybody to do it.
Of course, the mainland is where we spent many years.
Yeah.
We met each other once and forgot about it. We both lived in Iringa, in the Southern Highlands. Now, Iringa, of course, is where the Ruaha National Park is. Goes through Mikumi. There's a game park you can drive through. You don't even pay an entrance fee to. It's called Mikumi, and you just see these elephants on the road.
Elephants, lions, where you get everything.
If you want the cheapest safari, you just catch a bus from Dar es Salaam to Iringa, and you go through Mikumi and you see everything out your windows. This is good. I used to stop there, during those routes there, I used to stop there for lunch as well,
the snake park.
The snake park, I like snakes. But anyway, when you get to Iringa, of course, it's in the highlands and it's cool. It's cool.
Something you don't expect.
No, it's like 18 degrees. It can get very, very hot in Tanzania, but Iringa is a cool place, yeah. What did you like about Iringa, other than...
I especially like the people that try there. Is very proud of themselves, but still very open.
Yeah.
And I love the history.
And the Ulanzi?
Ulanzi, yes, why not?
Ulanzi is a local alcohol made from bamboo. It's called bamboo juice. It's actually my favourite out of all the
it's fresh,
local.
It's nice.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
The problem is they don't cook it. So it's not cooked, so it's...
By the time the fermentation makes it acid, a little bit acid.
Yeah, but the point is, because it's not cooked, it's not... I find I can get sick from it. If you want another local alcohol, there's common, which is cooked.
Oh my gosh.
I like common. Because then, of course, a lot of people go to Moshi, Kilimanjaro next to Arusha. If you want to climb Kilimanjaro, you go to Moshi. I lived in Moshi for 3 years. I married a woman from Moshi, so my in-laws are all in the mountains there. Yeah.
Paga,
Mchaga,
yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. But yeah, beautiful but expensive. No, I'm just joking. No, the women of my Wachaga women.
I was trying to cover it.
Oh, I see, clever. I see what you were doing there. When you go to Kilimanjaro, do try to go up into the villages, and you'll get a local alcohol called mbege. Mbege, made out of fermented bananas. It's very, very famous. You might never leave. Tanzania is just like that. You know that line in Hotel California? You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. That's Tanzania.
That's what seems to happen to us.
That's
and so many people. I met very few people who came in Tanzania only once.
Yeah, very few.
People attempt to come back.
Let's also go back to, let's finish off on this saying. You will be called a lot in this country, this word mzungu. Okay? Let's explain that. Mzungu means?
White person. Actually, it's European person.
European person, white person. No, I've once there was this Zambian. My wife had a Zambian friend, and the guard said, "Ooh, that Mzungu is very, very dark. You know? It was very funny. Yeah, because it means a foreigner actually, but it's come to mean white. It comes to mean white man. So basically, you'll be walking down the street and someone will say to you, "White man." Okay. Now it's not intended as a racial slur at all. It's just Tanzania is. They often say what they see, especially children. So it's okay with the children when they run out saying "Mzungu, Mzungu, Mzungu, Mzungu." Just forgive them. They don't know they're saying anything badly. This is what you are, yeah. But when there's some adults calling you Mzungu, you can say, listen, this is some Swahili. Hello, jina langu sio Mzungu, which means my name is not Mzungu, and start with hello, which is the word hello. Hello, jina langu sio Mzungu. Yeah, because really, adults should be calling you brother, because they call each other brother. They don't wave to their African friend and say, "Oi, African." Yeah, we wouldn't point at an African and say African. It's a bit of a personal thing. And so if you really want to get involved in it, you say, "Hello, I say, mimi jina langu sio Mzungu, alafu kitu kingine wewe ukiona mlemavu, je, unamwita mlemavu au unamwita kaka? Kwani mimi sio kaka yako, mimi sio binadamu wenzako." See if you can get that right down. Because
that one, I'm sure they say, "Oh, why si Mzungu, we Swahili."
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, call me Swahili. Call me my friend. I'm fine. Anyway, this is thanking my friend here, Philipo. Thank you, Asante. Asante sana means thank you, or you can just say poa. Poa is a very useful word. It means cool in the same way that a European means cool, you know. So that's, remember the greeting, mambo poa, and saying thank you, poa. Oh, and another thing, if you want to say no, okay, you don't say hapana. You'll learn all these books saying hapana. Hapana is quite a rude word, huh? Well, it's not. It's just quite an aggressive word. You say asante. It's a beautiful word. It means thank you. So if someone says, it's very good. If someone's trying to sell you something, and there are people that will chase you on the beach trying to sell you something, and you don't want to, you do this. Asante.
Yeah,
Asante.
the same?
Exactly.
What's the
Asante.
same asante?
Asante. It means thank you. It doesn't even mean no thank you. This is the no bit, but you do it with a smile. And the more they're after you, and the more you smile more. Asante. 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 And eventually you just win that one, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, please, welcome to Tanzania. This is a place, watch out. You will come and you will see. I only came for 3 months. I stayed for 18 years. How long did you initially come for?
2 years and it's 17 years.
17 years, yeah. Watch out.
Karibuni what?
It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Fujo Sio Misa, that means mayhem without pain. That's Tanzania.